Press play.
All right. So I want you to come in and zoom in over here. Zoom in. Okay. So when you order rib tips, this is how I store my rib tips for one. Okay. This is kind of like behind the scenes, so you can kind of be more educated on what I do over here when you order rib tips. All right. So I pack them in pretty good here. Okay, so this is a rib tip coming out. Okay. Now, one thing a lot of barbecue places do is they give you a lot of bone with your rib tip. Now, if my bone falls off, I throw it away. That's a little meat, I throw that away. Okay. Now, this is see the bones falling out, the tip, I take those out. Okay. I'm not going to be able to use that as weight for your rib tips. Now look over here. You see the scale? Zoom in so they can see. What that say?
That's
0.
0, yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna show you what I do with the tip. So I'm waiting till it gets to the 8 ounce, because that's half a pound. What does it say?
It says
8 ounce.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then I put this back. So that's your tip. Now, the next step comes to inspecting it. So if the cartilage is falling off of it or anything like that, I'm gonna throw that out, and then I'm gonna give you some more. So right now, all the meat is sticking to the cartilage. If there's any fatty stuff on there, if it's excessive, I'm gonna take it off. But I'm not gonna fool with it and start trying to rip through it and try to find the meat, and that's not my job. Okay, I'm selling a tip. Okay, so the next part of it is I have a little mixture that I have here. It does consist of some brown sugar, and there's some other things in there to help with the sweetness of it. So I put that in. Then I have my master seasoning that I'm gonna sprinkle on there. Then I'm gonna mix it in. Go ahead. Do you get a close-up on this?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so that's a close-up. So I'm mixing the seasoning with the tip. This is a half a pound. You saw it weighed right here. Half a pound. Okay? Get closer if you need to.
Right
You
there.
see that?
Yeah.
That's a half a pound.
Okay.
Okay? Next, I'm gonna put my sauce. If you ask for sauce, if you want it master's hot, if you want it jerk, if you want it mild, if you want the south side, anything that you want. So let's say this person wanted south side hot. Okay? That's the sauce you get with the south side hot. If you want more sauce, you have to purchase that. But some people don't like this stuff overly sauced, so that's enough right there. Okay, so our next step, come on with me. Is that I'm gonna bring it over here. So if you ever been at the window, you see me come up here, she's gonna put aluminum foil or some parchment paper at the bottom of it. Go ahead. Okay, she put a few fries in there, very few. Okay, and then I put my tips on top of it with the sauce. That's what it looks like. Okay, that's a half a pound.
I'm gonna slice of bread. Slice of bread.
Okay, now you see she inspected the bread to make sure it's a good piece of bread, and then she closes it up. That's a half a pound. Okay, so when you get your half a pound, you might be like, wow, that's not a big container for a half a pound, but you saw I just weighed it. Okay, now take everything that's out of here and put it in there and show you why we give you this container. So we're gonna have your, go ahead, just transfer it over there. Okay, and your piece of bread. Now, which container would you like for your half a pound? You want this container? Or you wanted this container? It's still a half a pound. This is still a half a pound of tips. This is still some fries. Same amount of fries. So the presentation, the reason why we use this container opposed to this container, because this doesn't look like you got anything. At least this one looked like it was full. That's why we use this container opposed to this one. Now, if you get a full pound, you're going to have this full of tips. And you're going to have more fries in it because you bought a full pound. So you're going to get double the fries and double the meat. That's this container right here. So just so people can see that a half a pound fits in here. And it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't look right in there, right? I mean, does it look right to you?
No,
You look like, man, where's my food at? Where's the rest of my food? Is that a half a pound? Yes, it is. That's why I want to show them me weighing it. Because that's a half a pound of tips. That's what you're buying. Okay? So you're paying for the long process that it takes to cook it, the seasonings, the meat, everything. That's what you're paying for when you buy tips. Okay? And you're getting some fries. Now, if you want extra fries, you can pay for that, of course. You know, but that's the amount of fries that we can put in here so we can close it. Because if we put a bunch of fries in there in the tips, we wouldn't be able to close that, okay? Or if we gave you a bunch of fries over here and this little bit of tips, you might feel like I cheated. All I bought was a bunch of fries. Right. So there you go. So that's one of our videos of ordering rib tips at Massachusetts.